Hello friends, let's watch highlights of my one of the best opening rounds I have played so far. As you can see, I have scored minus 35 in the opening round. This is the best of this tournament so far I have played. So let's start the highlights of my shots only. First shot, 4 top spin, max right spin, plus 8 yard mark, white ring cutting the rough on right side, max plus 10% adjustment. Half ball curl. So I have reached 335 yards. So from there 15% elevation, 20% slider I have played. So 7.8 wind, 15% elevation and 20% slider. The 7.6 rings I have adjusted. Perfect hit. I missed those perfect hits during my last stream, so it went nicely into the hole. Second shot, hole 1, hole 2, shot 1, 5.1 top spin, 1, 5.1, 5.2 top spin that you can give, plus 6 yard mark, plus 10% max adjustment. Little overpower will be required. Half bulk right curl. Great hit is fine. I haven't seen any of my ball going into the rough so far, even in the great hit. 353 yard I reached. It is little more than the intended distance. 348, 46, 48 is ideal distance because it will give you the ball necessary push from the rough. Full top spin, you have to try the rough bump, second bounce rough bump, max plus 20% adjustment. After adjustment, push one ring up. Here the ball didn't get the push intended because I was little far in the drive. So hole 3, 3 backspin, 3 right spin, ball guide. I try to keep it in line of the hole and then I am just tweaking my adjustment. I am trying 2.9 backspin and 2.8 right spin, adjusting max plus 30%. It was a perfect hit, but it went left of the hole. hole 4, as as per yesterday's stream, I am still trying to perfect my hook, but I think I have to leave that in weekend round because it is not going as intended. So it barely missed the fairway. If it would have bounced on fairway, it would have gone past the green and gone into the next rough. So thereafter, I tried to find a funnel, if whether there was a funnel. So I thought that it was forming like a funnel. So I tried the shot. Just half a ring I moved. It was showing in line in of the hole. Luckily, I hit perfect, and it went left cup of the hole. So though it was showing in the middle of hole, but still it went left cup of the hole. Maybe I adjusted too much. Half ring is not required at all. Hole 5, as we have shown in our guides, keep the pile guide next, just right of the hole, adjust mid minus 10%, 6.3 rings for 7.7 wind. After adjustment, push one ring towards the tee and hit perfect. So it goes nicely into the hole. Hole 6, aim is to reach 380 plus, 6.5 top spin, max right spin, full overpowered right curl slice shot, 10 rings to the left. The slice bounces nicely, and it went up to 388 yards. So from there we will play minimum sniper shot. So I tried wind plus 1, that is min plus 40%, or max plus 10%, whatever you can check in notebook, it will be same. So I played 9.5 rings. It was little more adjustment. So it should have been around, if I would have adjusted 9.2 rings, then it would have gone in. I barely missed this albatross. Hole 7, we have to find the funnel. Second bounce on fringe, third just before the bunker. After that 3.5 backspin, 2 right spin, adjust max plus 30%. So 10.8 rings I have adjusted in this shot. Hit perfect. and nicely it goes into the hole. Next one is hole 8. So 4.9 top spin for 7.6 wind, 3 right spin, orange ring by rough line, almost half ball curl, little less than half ball curl. Great, but it should be fine because it was a minor. Great. So it went nicely near to the hole. So easy eagle from there. Hole 9, 7.7 wind, 6.5 top spin, max possible right spin, max plus 10% adjustment, push to max, hit full overpowered shot, right left great are fine. So 439 yard I reached. So I tried little variation here. I tried to play minus 15% because some of my friends were getting albatross with minus 10 or even minus 15. So I opted for minus 15, but I missed because of that minus 15. Minus 20 would have gone in. I played minus 15, 21% slider for 7.5 wind. I adjusted 5.4 rings here. I just missed an albatross here. Minus 20% would have gone in. So next one is again H1, or you can say hole number 10. Plus 8 yard mark, white ring on right side cutting the rough, max plus 10% adjustment, half ball, right curl, so I reached 338 yards. Second shot is grizzly shot, 1.2 backspin, 1 left spin. So I played 18% slider here. So it was coming 8.5 rings. So it went nicely though into the right cup of the hole. Now this hole I loved the most in this round. Hole number 11. Same plus 6 yard mark, max plus 10%. Wind was high, so I opted for wind 4 power 3 ball because it also helps you in the second shot. So little overpower was required, so I overpowered the required amount, and half ball right curl perfect hit it was, and it went up to the perfect distance for second shot. 345, 46, 344 is idle. So from next shot I get uh, very nice wind for second shot, 6.1. I have to adjust less rings. So max top spin to left spin. So this was the tweak that we have done in this shot. After that, max plus 20% adjustment. Push zero point 0.7 rings as wind was less, so I pushed zero point 0.7 rings towards the hole. I hit perfect. Now see how the ball nicely rolls towards the hole. So it kicks in from the rough, and I just love the spin here. A beautiful albatross here. So now hole 12, hole 3, 3 backspin, 3 right spin, plus 3 yard mark, ball guide in line of hole. Max plus 10 30%, max plus 30% I have adjusted for this shot. 10.2 rings I have adjusted. So it went nicely into the hole. This was my first hole in one in this tournament so far in H3. So again my try with H4 hook not went well. I tried to hook again as I want to make sure for weekend round whether I can play that shot or not. So again it didn't went well. It clicked the rough and it was on the fairway only. 394 yard I achieved. I have earlier also achieved that much distance, so I knew the adjustment for wedge shot. From there I have to play one backspin, one or two left spin you may opt for, then plus 30% elevation and medium distance numbers. So here it was 6.8 rings. So I have earlier also played that shot. So medium distance plus 30% elevation. If you have end bringer, then great or perfect shots will not cost you much. If I had hit perfect in this shot, then it would have hit middle of the ball. Hole number 5. That is hole number 14. Again right to just to the right of the hole, ball guide, keep ball guide right to the hole, adjust max plus mid minus 10%, 6.8 rings it was. After that pull one ring towards the tee, hit perfect. And here it goes nicely into the hole again. Hole 6, hole number 15. Wind was high, so I went for power 3 ball, 6.5 top spin, max right spin, full overpowered right curl slice shot. Intention is to reach 380 plus. So I reached 391 yards here. So this time I tried minimum plus 30% for the second shot. 7.2 rings it was. So I tried to play 7.5 rings from there. But I hit great here. So there was no chance of scoring an albatross here as I hit great. So next is hole 7, hole number 16. Find the funnel, then apply the adjustment 3.5. I think here I gave little more than 3.5. It was around 3.6. It was more than 3.5. So 3.6 will not go into the hole, it will stop before the hole. So this is little tricky. We have to be sure that it should not be more than 3.5 when we are applying the backspin. So it went nicely, but since the backspin was more, it stopped before the hole. Hole number 8, hole number 7 chain. Again, wind is 8.1, so I went for 4.8 top spin, 3 right spin, orange ring by left rough line, almost half ball curl, hit perfect this time. So again it went nicely on the green, it catches the fringe. So last hole, hole number 9, that is hole number 18. So play full overpowered shot. Here I applied 6 top spin as wind was 8.4. So I don't want to go beyond 440. So my intended distance is 430 to 440 max. So here I reached 436. Then I played minus 20%. 30% slider, 5.4 rings it was. .4 rings, but unluckily I again hit left great. So no chance of albatross here. So that's how my round went. Thanks for joining. Thanks for viewing. Good luck.